Lewis the Third. I'm 29 years old, and I just want to know, how are you guys doing tonight? Are you guys having fun? Are you guys having a blast? Are you guys having a ball? Cause I'm gonna put it out there. If you guys are not doing none of those things, you are really missing out on life right now. And let's hop into the DVD and video game reviews. My first review that I'm going to do is one of my favorite video games of all time. It's the best fighting game of all. It's called Mortal Kombat Complete Edition for PlayStation 3. I bought this one from GameStop, and it has 4 new characters. You can play as Freddy Krueger, Scarlet, Rain, and Kenshi. And when I first bought this game, I didn't know what to expect from this one. I just thought it was going to be all quiet. But when I started to play it more, I thought there's probably going to be some talking, and it was. Shao Kahn was the announcer, and even the Mortal Kombat characters would even talk or throw their little jokes in there, and that kind of caught me off guard. I was like, wow. Are you serious? They're really going to talk during the Mortal Kombat game? And I gotta say, Ed Boon was the guy for this one. I gotta give it up for him. He was the dude. So I gotta say to you guys that love Mortal Kombat, if there was no Ed Boon, there sure as heck wouldn't be no Mortal Kombat game, and there wouldn't be no movie either. And once again, props up to Ed Boon. And Jade was my favorite Mortal Kombat character in this game. I'll tell you why. Because she brought the energy to this game with her voice and her little joke, and she knew how to make a person laugh. She knew what to say, and when I first heard that joke on that game, I would just really was laughing. I just couldn't help myself. I was like, wow, she's gonna say something funny, and she's a comedian, and that's what she wanted to do. That's what God gave her. God gave her that talent, and she used it in the game. And I gotta give it up for Jade for that one. She made my day. That's it for that one. The second review I'm gonna do is called WrestleMania 24. I bought this one from Fred Meyer when they was carrying wrestling DVDs in UFC. And they're not carrying wrestling DVDs anymore, and it was I was so glad that I bought the last one. And I will never forget, as long as I live, buying this DVD. And they was in Orlando, Florida. They was outside doing it, and that was such a awesome event. And I remember when it came on TV, that was so awesome to see. And John Legend sung America the Beautiful. And I have 4 favorite matches on here. And the first match was the Belfast Brawl street fight between Finlay and JBL. And I was rooting for Finlay because I thought he was the guy that was going to pull through and win this street fight against JBL. But in the end, JBL hit him with the clothesline from hell, and that was it. Finlay gave it everything he had. But in the end, JBL, out of nowhere, hit him with that clothesline from hell, and that was it, ladies and gentlemen. It goes to show you can't win every match, and Finlay fought his heart out. I gotta give it up to Finlay for that one. My second favorite of all time was the Money in the Bank ladder match, which had Chris Jericho, Shelton Benjamin, John Morrison, Carlito, CM Punk, MVP, and Mr. Kennedy, of course. And what made this match so fun to see was when each of the competitors would do a awesome move off the top of the ladder and just wow the crowd with their insane moves. And I just couldn't believe what I seen, and I was really rooting for Mr. Kennedy because I thought he was the guy that was going to pull it out and grab the briefcase. But at the end of the day, CM Punk got it. And Mr. Kennedy fought his heart out. You know, he fought to the end, and he had some incredible matches. And he's retired now, and appreciate Mr. Kennedy so much for being a WWE wrestler in and out of the ring. And I will never forget his matches, never. And the third match I have on here was Chavo Guerrero versus Kane for the ECW title. And Armando Estrada was the ring announcer, guest ring announcer for that match. And he brought the energy to it, and Kane won the ECW title, and I was so proud of him. And my last match on here was the Playboy Bunny Mania Lumberjack Tag Team match, which was hosted by Snoop Dogg, the famous rapper, and Lillian Garcia that evening. And it was so awesome to see, because I never thought I would see Snoop Dogg in a WWE ring. And that just blew me away. I just thought he was going to crack jokes and play around with the crowd. But he got down to business when it was time to do the Playboy Bunny Mania Lumberjack tag match. And even though Santino Marella interfered, Snoop Dogg came to the rescue. And I got to give it up for Snoop Dogg. He was the guy. I just got to put it out there. If you guys don't know who Snoop Dogg is, you are missing out on one heck of a celebrity, ladies and gentlemen. And that is it for this one. I just want to say thank you for listening, and please tune in next week to see what I'll be reviewing, and have a good weekend, ladies and gentlemen. And please, whatever you do, please worship God. Don't be worshiping wrestlers, singers, rappers, or even movie actors, because at the end of the day, or even Mortal Kombat characters, they're not taking care of you. They're not feeding us. They're not putting food in our bodies. Only God's doing that. And have a good weekend, ladies and gentlemen.